Well,
Hey,
we want to welcome you
back.
back. We are going to go to our very next recipe, which is a skillet shepherd's pie.
Okay.
Let's look at the ingredients. It calls for 1 15-ounce can of kidney beans drained, 1 16-ounce jar of chunky salsa, or 1 cup of mock beef crumbles, or 1 cup of whole kernel corn, or 1 medium carrot shredded, 3 cups of boiled potatoes, or 1/3 cup of hot almond milk, or 1 tablespoon of soy margarine, and 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. Okay, Curtis, this is another real good one. I'm going to go ahead and get our fire started up. And notice in this
Shepherd pie.
Shepherd's pie. This is another real good one that people are used to as well. And I'm going to put in, first of all, let's start up by putting in, this is the crumbles. We're going to go ahead and put in the bulk of crumbles.
No oil?
No.
Okay.
And we're going to put in the beans.
Red kidney beans?
Red kidney beans.
Okay.
Because the thing that's going to give us the liquid we need to have is going to be that chunky salsa. So let's go ahead and start pouring that salsa in for me.
Okay.
All right.
Why is it called a shepherd's pie, honey?
Okay, you know, the shepherd's pie, that name originally started when individuals used to have, like, let's say meat.
Okay.
And they would do like a pot roast on a Sunday, and there would be some pot roast left over.
Okay.
And so what would happen was they would take the actual little pieces of the pot roast, add to it the kidney beans and the carrots and the corn and all that, and then they would actually make up this shepherd's pie. And the main thing is the mashed potatoes that goes on top of it.
Oh, okay.
But this is called a skillet shepherd's pie, so it's a little bit different.
So you're not turning on the oven?
No turning the oven on this one. All right. Go ahead and let's put the corn in.
Okay.
All the goodies. And then let's get the carrots, shredded carrots. You can see this is a lot of like we say leftovers. However, you can see I'm using all fresh ingredients. It's okay. We're going to stir that around.
These are fresh leftovers.
Okay, we're going to stir it around. And as you already said, Curtis, basically when you're talking about doing this particular shepherd's pie, you always like put it into a casserole dish, and then you take your mashed potatoes and put it all on top. Put a little bit of cheese on it. We're going to be using a soy Parmesan cheese, and then you would actually just put it in the oven for about 25 minutes, about 325 degrees. But this is called a skillet shepherd's pie, which means we're going to make it on top of the stove, okay?
Oh, okay.
On top of the stove.
Okay, on top.
Okay, now, we've already done the mashed potatoes because of expediency's sake. The mashed potatoes are ready to go. And what happens is once this cooks up, and once again, it doesn't take a long time because remember now the meat is already done. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit more, a little bit more.
Got the ice cream
got
scoop.
My scoop ready to go. And this one here I like because you actually make it on top of the stove. Look at the color.
So it just stays in the skillet?
It stays in the skillet. Skillet shepherd's pie.
Skillet shepherd's pie.
And what we do is after it comes to like a boil, you can see it starting already to get your bubbles going on, then you would actually just take your scoop and you would just put in.
I want to do one of those.
Okay, I'll give you the things so you can do one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to turn it down even more. All right.
And one more?
Yep.
How am I doing, honey?
You're doing fine. You're scooping it down, and what's happening is you're messing with the aesthetics of...
oh, so I'm messing things up a little bit?
Well, you know, we want the potato to be where the potato is.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Maybe I'm at a bad angle. Maybe that's the reason
that
why.
could be.
Yeah,
it could be. It could be. You know what I'm saying?
I think
it could
it's
be.
the angle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the angle.
Yeah, it's the angle, baby.
You put one there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put one in the middle. So that when a person scoops up their shepherd's pie, they get a little bit of the mashed potatoes as well. And you can see this is quick and easy, has a wonderful, wonderful flavor. Okay, and I like to sprinkle on top of it a little bit of the Parmesan.
Soy Parmesan alternative.
There you go.
Oh, you're working it now, baby. You work it. Okay.
And you know what? We have done these 2 recipes. Now, someone's asking a question. Is there going to be a dessert? And the answer is yes. We're going to be doing some chewy bran bars. Let's go to the ingredients. It calls for 2 tablespoons of soy margarine, 1/4 cup of peanut butter, 1/2 cup of honey, 1 1/2 cup of walnuts chopped, 1 teaspoon of coriander ground, 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, 2 cups of whole bran cereal, 1/2 cup of raisins, and 1/8 teaspoon of sea salt. Now, this is a real good favorite, and it's one of those desserts you can actually cook on top of the stove. You don't even have to turn the oven on once again. Talk about meals and meals, fixing things up real quick. Now, this one here, Curtis, believe it or not, shredded wheat.
Yes, wheat bran cereal.
Yeah, they usually don't care for shredded wheat. You know, it says nothing to it.
No taste, no sugar. Yeah.
Some people say it's like hay, but there's some new shredded wheat on the market. That's just a little itty bitty whole bran. These are whole bran cereal, shredded wheat and shredded wheat family. Okay?
So you just crunch them up.
Yep. As a matter of fact, I got a couple for you.
Oh.
Here you go.
Okay. What am I supposed to?
You're actually gonna just crumble it up.
Oh, okay.
With your hand. Okay. I'm going to give you these to do as well. It's because I'm going to go ahead and turn the stove on. How about that?
Oh, okay. So regular bran cereal.
Regular bran cereal.
It's a good thing it doesn't have a taste to it, or just kind of bland, so you can just so you can just whatever add to that.
Yeah.
There's another one. Okay.
Okay. And if you will give me a spoon here.
All right.
You just take the spoon. I'm going to go ahead on and put in the margarine. We're going
That's
to melt that
margarine.
soy margarine. We're going to melt that first. And then as that's melting, we're going to go ahead and add in. Give me a spatula, baby. We're going to add in the peanut butter.
Can you use this? Big enough?
This is all natural peanut butter that we're using as well.
In the ingredients, it just has peanuts and a little salt. And that's about it.
That's all.
Not
natural
all the
peanut butter.
That
Natural
peanut
have. Butter. Yes.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and add in the honey.
All right.
And this is actually going to come to a boil, believe it or not. It's all going to melt, and it's going to form, it's going to bubble up on us.
Chewy bran bars.
Chewy bran bars.
From the bran cereal. Mm-hmm. That's your base.
Good way to get that in.
All right.
Good way to get that combination in. Let me hold that for me. Let me go ahead and stir this around a little bit. Now, believe it or not, if you can't find the bran cereal that's out, you can do regular shredded wheat. You do your shredded wheat, and then you're going to crumble it up as well, and then you can use a little bit of bran flakes. And if you do bran, I had the same problem before with this. Bran flakes.
I got you, baby.
If you do that also as well, then you would use 1 tablespoon of the bran flakes in there, okay?
Okay.
I'm just actually mixing this around here. It's going to start bubbling in a few minutes. And
so this would make the bran kind of stick together?
Help to make it stick together. Okay, and notice now I'm using coriander in a place of cinnamon. Cinnamon can become an irritant, so we're going to use the coriander.
Of the stomach.
And it also goes very well with this particular dessert, okay? Curtis, go ahead on. Okay, it's about to come to a boil. Next? I want you to go ahead and add in now the vanilla. This is vanilla that has no alcohol, alcohol-free.
Alcohol-free.
All righty. And then, you know, give me that spatula because I see some of the peanut butters on the edge of my spoon there. We don't want to stick that in there because I don't want it to melt. Oh, okay. Let's just take and do this.
Yeah, good move, baby.
Okay. All right. And then we're going to add in the coriander. And last, that 1/8 salt.
Salt.
Okay. Ooh, that smells good. Doesn't it smell good? Okay. Now, I usually put all this in the pot at one time, but so you can see what's going on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the stove off, because once it comes to a boil, you're to turn it off. Okay, we don't want that peanut butter and stuff to burn. Now, we're going to go ahead on and add to that. Let's put the raisins in.
In there? Okay.
1/2 cup of raisins going in.
All right.
And we're going to go ahead on and put in the walnuts. Okay.
Now, this smells good. Oh, yes, it does.
All righty. Okay.
It is kicking.
And I usually just take and stir it around a little bit to get that mixed in, because we're getting ready to take all of this and put it in. No.
Oh,
we're
in
put
there.
It in with the cereal.
Oh, I
first.
see.
Get that.
Mix it all in.
Yep, and give me that special so we can get all the goodies, the goodies. And I'm going to let you start stirring that up too. Make sure we get it all.
It's going to be a good dessert here.
I'm going to get a harder spoon.
You want this one?
Let's do this one. No, I'm going to use that at the end.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're going to take and get all the goodies out, baby. Got anything else in there? We got it all?
Well, we got just a little bit, but
Okay. Well,
it's not going to make that much of a difference, I don't think, baby. Maybe I'll just keep this here so I can lick the pot.
All I'm going to do is just mix this together. And believe it or not, you'll mix it, and then we're going to transfer it into that 8x8 dish. All right? We're going to mix this all together. And you know what? We're going to go away. When we come back, you will see everything we have prepared today. So stay by.